You are aware that we have a lot of gender-based violence that is going on in our country, and we are here to encourage our communities to stop the vice. We want to dissuade them from this vice because there is no much development that can be achieved if we continue with gender-based violence. Our president tells us every other time that we are going to develop our country without leaving anyone behind. So if we do not end gender-based violence, then you are going to leave some people behind. Women will be left behind. Our children will be left behind. We have said this over and over again that if you empower your girl, if you take care of that girl, empower her, then you can be sure of a society that will move to the next level in terms of development. Is that cross-border issue, and it's for that reason that countries have been coming together, especially through the East African community, to see how we can also deal with this issue. It's not only Tanzania, Uganda as well, Somalia, Ethiopia. We have those cross-border issues. We find our girls moving to bordering countries. And they get the card from there, and then the girls come to our country sometimes. But what I like about the whole situation is that first and foremost, our people understand that it is criminal, it is wrong to cut our girls. So that is why they hide. So that, first and foremost, that is very important. So we will continue preaching, so and sensitizing and campaigns and doing a lot of advocacy so that it can get into them that this is wrong and we must protect our girls, we must protect our children. We use advocacy, we have safe houses, we have helplines. Like for us in State Department for Gender and Affirmative Action, we have a helpline that is 1195. We are using our CBOs, we are using our development partners, we are using our courts. Remember, we have actually 12 courts dedicated to GBV cases only. So we have various mechanisms. But as we move on, we are finding new emerging issues in the fight against GB. For example, you are aware that we have technology facilitated GBV. That is the online one. So we also have to come up with new mechanisms of combating the same. You are aware that we have now medicalization of GBV. A good example is that you'll find people from various places, particularly Northeastern. They go to Italy and they are taken to hospitals and they undergo. In fact, they undergo the FGM. So we have new emerging issues, but we are dealing with issues as they come. So
we are here because of the child. There is a lot of violence against children, and that is why we've come here. Me in social protection, I do violence against children, and Madam Pierre's Anne also does FGM. So we are joined at the hip. We've come for a common purpose to make sure that we talk to our people. And remember, I come from here. So that is actually why she did invite me to come with her, to come and try and see how can we eliminate what we call FGM. So that is the main purpose what we are here today. We want to educate our people. We tell our people that yes, this was. Now the world is moving to a different direction. And now that the world is moving, we should not also be left behind. Let us move with the world such that we catch up with the rest of the world. So that's what we are here to educate our people. We are not forcing anybody, but ours is to talk to them, tell them that the vice of FGM is this one, and we feel this is also a violence against children, because these children do not have the consent of this FGM.
With intention to fight female genital mutilation, FGM, to fight child marriage, and to eliminate teenage pregnancy. So all these three, they have a very adverse effect on the life of a child, more especially on the girl. And therefore, that's why I'm excited today to have our PS for Gender and Affirmative Action, but also our PS for Social Protection, that together we can layer different interventions so that we eliminate this vice. The vice of FGM, the vice of child marriage, and the vice of teenage pregnancy. That's why at World Vision we say we have a Kenya big dream. The big dream is that these three vices should be eliminated throughout the country.
My advice to the community, actually to be specific, it's the Kuria community that practice FGM. In Luo land side, they don't practice FGM. But I want to tell them that some of the traditions that we had are outdated. Even the Luos used to remove the 6 teeth down. The downer 6 teeth they used to remove. They don't do it anymore because they realize it was a cultural thing, but it's of no use today. Same to cutting the women. You know, when you cut the network of a woman, you have denied an opportunity to be a full woman. And God had a purpose to create that particular part of the body. So I'm encouraging our parents, please let our girls have their network full. Stop cutting their network. And you find, by the way, it's not a joke, you're seeing majority of the Korean men are crossing the border and marrying Luos. Why are they marrying Luos? Because the other side network is full and this side network is half. So you're doing it to your daughter unknowingly that in future it will affect your daughter. So I'm encouraging our parents kindly. There are other practices that are godly, there are other practices that are encouraged, and you must also know that it is a crime. If you're caught cutting a girl, you will be jailed, both the parents and the person who is cutting.